What if the secret to unlimited wealth was not hidden in some distant investment strategy or locked away in the minds of financial gurus, but flowing through your consciousness right now? What if the abundance you seek, the prosperity you crave, the financial freedom you long to experience, is already present in the invisible current of your thoughts, ready to materialize the moment you align with divine law? And what if I told you that this wealth, this sacred flow of abundance, is not a reward you must earn through struggle, but an inheritance you can claim through the power of your spoken word? We have been taught to think of money as something external to us, as though our financial destiny is controlled by forces beyond our reach. The economy, our background, our education, our connections. But Florence Scovel Shinn understood, as did Joseph Murphy and the ancient writers of Scripture, that the mind is the ruler of all circumstances. And that speech, especially speech fused with unwavering faith, is the scepter by which this ruler commands the material world to rearrange itself according to divine order. Your consciousness is not merely a thinking mechanism. It is the treasury of infinite supply. It moves constantly, attracting opportunities, repelling lack, magnetizing resources, and communicating with the universal flow of abundance that seeks expression through willing channels. And here is the secret most have forgotten. The quality of what you attract is shaped by the quality of the commands you give through your words and the images you hold in your mind about wealth. Think of your consciousness as a golden magnet in the cosmic treasury. You, the sovereign mind, issue decrees about your worthiness, your expectations, your relationship with money, and the universe responds swiftly to every declaration. When the decree is one of abundance, gratitude, and divine inheritance, prosperity flows like a river finding its course. When the decree is one of lack, fear, or unworthiness, the flow constricts. This is not metaphor alone. It is a reflection of the law revealed in Deuteronomy 8:18. But remember the Lord your God, for it is He who gives you the ability to produce wealth. Your ability to produce wealth is already within you, waiting for your recognition and activation. Tonight, we begin the process of reclaiming your role as heir to infinite abundance. We will strip away the illusion that money is beyond your spiritual reach and learn to speak to the universe in a language it has never forgotten, the language of faith-filled command. You will see that you can direct the flow of prosperity toward you, bringing every circumstance into alignment with the perfect blueprint of divine provision. And as you master this language, you will come to know a truth that has the power to transform your finances, multiply your resources, and reshape your entire relationship with wealth. Abundance will seek you. There is an ancient law woven into the very fabric of creation that humanity once understood, but has allowed to slip from memory: the law of magnetic attraction. This is the law that permits a person to speak to the universe and have it respond, to address even the most complex financial situations with authority and witness their transformation. It is not wishful thinking, nor is it mere positive affirmation. It is the operation of spiritual law through the medium of the subconscious mind, and it is as precise and dependable as the rising of the sun. Joseph Murphy explained that the subconscious mind is the invisible workshop in which all commands to the external world are processed. When you speak about money with conviction, the words you utter do not evaporate into the air. They are impressed upon the subconscious as blueprints, and the subconscious sets to work immediately to translate those blueprints into physical reality. It does so by influencing your decisions, your intuition, your magnetic field, your very presence in the world, without you needing to consciously orchestrate every detail. The material world becomes, in effect, the obedient servant of the mental and verbal directives it receives through your consciousness. This is why the words "I never have enough money" repeated day after day gradually condition your experience into a state of perpetual lack, while the words "I am a magnet for abundance" can over time reprogram your reality for prosperity. The forgotten law of magnetic attraction calls us to a level of responsibility that many are unaccustomed to carrying. It asks us to see ourselves not as victims of economic circumstances, but as governors of those circumstances, issuing orders that will be obeyed whether they are wise or foolish. The revelation comes in recognizing that you have been using this law all along. Every casual remark about money, every inner dialogue about your financial situation, every statement about what you always or never have, has been received as instruction by the subconscious. The tragedy is that without knowing the law, most have been issuing commands of scarcity and struggle. But the beauty, the liberating, life-giving beauty, is that the moment you remember this law, you can begin issuing commands of abundance, flow, and divine provision, and the universe, faithful to its design, will obey. From this moment on, you are not a passive victim of financial circumstances. You are their creator, and every word you speak is the brush that paints your economic reality. To bring this principle from theory into living manifestation, you must first prepare yourself to give a command that is both heard and obeyed. This begins with posture, breath, and mental focus, the three conditions that signal to the subconscious mind that something important is about to be delivered. Sit or stand in a position that conveys dignity and openness, for your body language communicates to your inner world as surely as it does to others. Let your shoulders relax, your spine lengthen, and your chest open as though making space for abundance to flow freely. Then draw a slow, deep breath, feeling it expand into your abdomen, and exhale with a sense of release, as if letting go of every doubt and limitation. With each cycle of breath, you are quieting the chatter of the conscious mind and clearing a channel for your commands to reach their destination unimpeded. When you speak, do so in the present tense, as though the reality you describe is already established. The subconscious does not operate in the realm of future possibilities. It works with the impressions it is given in the eternal now. Say, I am abundantly provided for in every way, not I will be or I hope to become. You are not making a request or offering a plea. You are issuing a decree from the throne of your inner authority. Speak with gratitude, as though you are thanking the universe for abundance already flowing. Because gratitude is a subtle yet powerful form of acceptance. When you give thanks for something, you signal that you receive it as real and present. And the subconscious, recognizing this signal, sets about matching your inner acceptance with an outer fact. As you speak, imagine your words as currents of golden light entering the cosmic treasury, activating dormant accounts of abundance, opening channels that have been waiting for your command. See the universe responding instantly, brightening, becoming lighter and freer in its flow toward you, as though infused with new purpose. Let this image fill you as you repeat the phrase slowly, rhythmically, like the beat of a drum in perfect synchrony with your heartbeat. In these moments, you are not merely talking to empty space. You are conversing with the very source of all supply, and as you speak, it listens. And as it listens, it moves toward you. Even as you engage in this practice, you may encounter a subtle yet persistent barrier: doubt. Skepticism, whether openly acknowledged or quietly lingering in the background of the mind, can dilute the potency of your spoken commands, for the subconscious responds most powerfully to statements that are felt as truth. Florence Scovel Shinn taught that doubt is not a sign of failure, but simply an indication that the mind has been conditioned to believe in limitation more than in possibility. The remedy is not to fight the doubt with willpower, but to bridge the gap between disbelief and certainty through carefully chosen affirmations that the subconscious can more easily accept. These bridge affirmations serve as stepping stones from where you are to where you want to be. Instead of forcing yourself to declare, I am a millionaire, when part of you resists that idea, you might begin with, every day, my capacity to receive abundance expands. This phrasing implies an ongoing process rather than an instantaneous leap, which allows the subconscious to relax into the suggestion without raising inner objections. To deepen your practice and create lasting transformation, Florence advocated what could be called the 7-day abundance activation challenge. Each morning, shortly after waking, you stand in a calm, open posture, take a deep breath, and declare with conviction, "I am one with infinite supply. Money flows to me now from expected and unexpected sources. I am a magnet for prosperity and abundance." In the evening, perhaps just before sleep, you repeat the process with equal sincerity, saying, "I rest in the certainty of divine provision." As I sleep, abundance arranges itself around me in perfect ways. This morning and night rhythm ensures that the subconscious receives the command during its most impressionable times. While general commands to abundance are powerful, there is an even more refined application of this law, directing prosperity towards specific areas of your life through your wealth consciousness. You might focus your attention on your career and declare, "My work is abundantly rewarded."